Good morning, my darlings, and welcome to day 11 of the 90 Days of Christmas Challenge, week 2 of the 12 Weeks of Christmas Challenge, where we are looking at planning. And today, the planning we're looking at is decoration planning. Decoration planning! Now, I wasn't going to make this video today, and I was going to put everything back until next week because as you can probably hear, I'm actually getting sicker again. But I couldn't leave it. I'm trying to knock them all out today so that you guys have them over the weekend, and then I can start up again and just relax. So, well, today we're going to look at decoration planning. Now, let's have a look at that. Decoration planning is where you decide what you can and want to do within your means and your abilities and your budget within your home, and possibly exterior wise as well. Not such a big thing here in the UK, I have to admit, doing the whole outside. I'm aware that I have a long-term friend who puts his house in a competition every single year and raises money for his specific charity, which is really, really cool. Let's be honest, it's very, very cool. And some houses are just beyond anything. But in reality, that costs a lot of money. And unless you've got those kinds of resources, it's really not worth doing. You know, and to be honest, who's got the money to run the electric for that kind of stuff? I mean, like, serious. Who's got it? I don't got it. I don't got it. I don't have it. It's not happening. So, pick a theme. If you're starting from scratch, or if you've got a bunch of different stuff, pick a theme. Whether that's a color theme, whether that's a Christmas theme within itself. Like a friend of mine a few years ago did gingerbread men. Her house was like literally covered in gingerbread men, and she did the most amazing garland, you know, that started off with the greenery and then did all of the ribbons, and she made little felt gingerbread. It was incredible. Okay, every year I try to do something a little bit different, but within the realms of what we already have. Pardon me. So last year I was trying to get a balloon ceiling. I know, it sounds ridiculous, doesn't it? But you can pick up balloons very, very cheaply on places like Temu, etc. So have a look for them, including the foils. The foil ones are amazingly cheap, and they have packs that are 100, 200 balloons, which are mixes of foils and the others, and they're less than a tenner a pop. Not even joking. And if you have a look now, you're more likely to find ones that'll get there overland, so you're not paying any shipping. Even better, right? Okay, and they will get to you on time, so that's awesome, right? A lot of work, so don't forget your hand pumps. And if you're lucky enough to have an electric pump and not scared to use it, like I'm absolutely terrified of the one that we borrowed from my daughter-in-law, but you know, I'd rather hand pump them personally. The electric ones scare the living bejesus out of me. So, but doing it, I could do the whole ceiling of our living room with some strawberry netting, because that's all you need is a bit of strawberry netting, couple of extra pairs of hands, right? And we could do it really effectively, really beautifully, for less than 20 quid. And that's going to be amazing. Absolutely incredibly amazing, let's be honest. You know, the whole thing would be really, really cool. Am I going to do it this year? Maybe. I don't know. Haven't really decided yet. Thinking about it. I'm thinking about it, but we'll just wait and see. You might want to do natural decorations. You may not have money for decorations, okay? One thing that I did with a friend of mine, one Yule / Christmas, about 10, nearly 15 years ago now, we went foraging, and we went foraging for evergreens, okay? We went foraging for evergreens, and we got bits of pine, we got bits of cypress, we got ivy, we got all sorts of greenery. We didn't strip bare trees and other people's plants. We got a little bit of this and that when we found something we fancied. And when we saw moss, we collected a little bit of moss as well. We had some really old rope, and we made our own garlands to go across, you know, the area that we wanted to decorate. We had that, so it was all beautiful. We made little bunches of greenery and hooked them onto the, you know, like little posies of greenery, and then tied them onto the rope so that you ended up with this amazing green garland. You may want to do something like that because that's what you have available to you. There's nothing wrong with that. And it's beautiful. And it's the way people used to decorate their homes, because there wasn't any pre-made decorations. You know, unless you could afford hand-burned glass baubles. Most decorations were made by the people in the house, and most decorations were actually natural ones, you know, apart from the candles, which we won't talk about the amount of people that probably got you know, a little bit in trouble with dried trees and candles and stuff. But you know, they're things that are still done today, and that's not a problem. You know, have you got a ream of paper? Do you have access to getting a ream of paper? Why not make, you know, a snowflake, or, you know, a snowflake flurry, and turn your home into a big snowflake? Because that's even possible. Talk to your local takeaway and see if they'll order you some white takeaway bags, because then you can make the really, really big ones that you could hang on the walls and put all the little ones in between times, and it will give you something to do while you're watching the telly. Just cutting out these little snow, and every single one of them will be different, and there are millions of patterns for them if you don't want to make your own online. So have a look on Pinterest. You will find millions of them, and I do a wall every year because we love it so much, because it works so well, and every time people say it, they say something about it, because it is always so much fun to do, right? So it is possible to do it. It's possible to do it really cheaply. I buy reams of paper, so I buy a box of reams of paper, which only cost me something like 25 quid. So I use probably half a ream every year. So it doesn't cost me a shocking lot of money to do it, you know. Maybe you have a favourite colour that you want to decorate with, and have like one or two colours, like a monotone kind of theme going. One of the ones that we have is that we sorry, as we like our Christmas tree to be blue decorations, blue and silver, okay, because our Christmas tree is pre-lit. We don't need to add any more lights to it, but we add blue and silver decorations because the tree is really what Tanny wants. Okay, that was really all about what he wants. Now I've got pictures and stuff that I can add in here of trees that I've done in the past and decoration ideas I've done in the past. One of the things that I did one year, because I wanted to see if it would work, is buying some cheap crepe paper or cheap tissue paper and papering the wall above what would have been our mantelpiece. and making it look like a big chimney. And I tell you what, it was amazing, and it does work, and it's only crepe paper and masking tape, and that was it. And we ended up with this really amazing brick wall. It was incredible. It was very, very cool. Not all decorations have to be bought, and if you want to buy something, how about just buy one new thing every year that's a little bit special to you, and just add to what you have. It is possible, and it's okay. Not every Christmas house needs to look like it just threw up Pinterest. Do you know what I mean? Or threw up Instagram or any of that. The ideas that they show you are an idea, but they're also mostly people who've got a lot of money behind them to do these things. So just remember, you're looking at doing this on a budget with what you already have. Is it possible that you might have decorations that are looking a little bit old now that you want to maybe redecorate and turn into something else? Maybe you've got baubles that are looking a little bit worse for wear and scratched and stuff. Why not wrap them in some Christmas fabric and make them look like a little Christmas pudding? Something like that. Something a little bit different. You don't have to throw them away if you don't want to. You can, of course, if you want to, but you can actually repaint them, or you can do things like wrap them up in a bit of fabric. You could paper mache over the top of them in, sparkly tissue paper, or, whatever you want to do. They're all options, right? Oh, far out. So think about it. Think about what you want to do. Do you want to have any decorations in your kitchen? I personally don't like having decorations in my kitchen. I'll tell you for why. I am worried about it being a fire hazard. That bottom line. For me, it's a fire hazard. I know you see studio kitchens on magazine programs like This Morning and stuff, and they've all got like decorations all over the cupboards and stuff. That is a studio. That is not somebody's house. I personally would not do it, and that's just a personal thing. Totally up to you. If you want to do it, go for it. But I personally get very, very worried about having distractions in the kitchen. But that's a me thing. Okay? It may be that you want to have a touch of Christmas in the bathroom. I don't know. I mean, our bathroom is not worth decorating, but it is worth doing other things. We'll talk about that tomorrow. Anywho, have a really, really good rest of your day. Think about what you might want to do as far as decorating is concerned, what you're able to do, put in at your budget. I've given you a few ideas, and let's think about it. Maybe you guys just do exactly what you do every single year, and there's nothing wrong with that either. Okay? But have fun. Whatever it is, have fun. Enjoy it. And I will see you tomorrow. Okay? Bye.